lesson, we will be finding angle measures. And we're going to be dealing with supplementary angles. Remember, they add up to 180. Complementary angles are 90 degrees. Vertical angles are across from each other, and they're equal. And adjacent angles, they just share a side and a vertex. They will be marking the adjacent angles as to their size. All right, so let's look at number 1. Okay, this is actually a pair of adjacent angles. Notice they share this ray, the side, and this point. And they want us to find how big is those two angles, how big are they when they're added together. So just for this problem, our angle K measurement is going to be equal to 20 plus 25. And we know 20 plus 25 is 45 degrees, and that is equal to our angle K. So the second one, I noticed that, there's a 90-degree box. They're complementary. They do add up to 90 degrees. And I also noticed that R is an adjacent angle. But in order to find R, we're going to need so angle R is going to be equal to 90 minus 58. And of course, that's in degrees. And so our angle R is 32 degrees. Again, if you add 58 and 32, you get 90. Looking at number 3. So here I see that these are adjacent, but they are also supplementary, because we know that when we go ahead and we add these two angles together, they will equal 180 degrees. So to find angle T, I'm just going to have to say 180 minus my 145. And when I do that subtraction, I get 35. So I know my angle T is equal to 35 degrees. Looking at number 4 now, again, notice it's the same type of angles for what we have in 3. But so we know that these two are going to add together to equal 180. They want us to find Y, and then we'll have to say, well, what is that angle measurement? So we are going to say 70 plus, and here I'm just putting this in parentheses just so you can see that I went ahead and I wrote the second angle is going to be equal to 180 degrees. And now I am going to go ahead and I am going to put these two amounts together. So 70 minus 25 is 45, and we have plus 5y is equal to 180. Well, we know when we solve equations, you always have to move the number to the other side, so then we can work with the variable. So my 45's cancel out. I have 5y is equal to 180 minus 45, that is 135. And I'm going to divide both sides by 5. And when I do that, I get y is equal to 27 degrees. So that is our answer for y. And if we do 5 times 27 minus 25, we will end up getting 110 degrees for this angle, because it is supplementary to angle 70. All right, number 5. Again, these are adjacent angles, and notice how big that is. Well, we have a 50-degree angle, and we have a 5H. So when we're working this problem, we do know that we are going to have to add those two angles together. 50 plus 5H is equal to 120. Now we need to use our solving equation skills. So minus 50, and 5H is equal to 70. And we are going to divide both by 5. And my H is going to be equal to 14. Well, when I substitute the value into this, let's see, if this is 50, then I know that this part of this 120 degrees would be 120 minus the 50. And so this angle measurement here is our 70 degrees. We know that that's 70 when we found that H was 14. And for our last problem, I see their vertical angles. And notice, they just want me to find W. So looking at this problem, vertical angles, let's go up above, they're equal to each other. And it's across from the X. So I get to say 45 plus 3W is equal to 135. And now when I subtract my 45 from both sides of the equation, that cancels out. I get my 3W is equal to 90. I'm dividing it by 3. And then my W is equal to 30 degrees. And if we substituted that in there, that would be 3 times 30 is 90 plus 45 will give us 135 degrees. So here is the answer that they wanted. If this video was helpful to you today, please add a like, comment, and most importantly, subscribe for more Math with Marcia. See you again soon.